So for the people watching on YouTube, this is a live stream that's being recorded right now. In case you don't want to mix the next one, head over to twitch.tv/Toaster. Wow, there's so many shameless self-promotions, but that's how it works. Okay, so let's just zoom out of the main city and head over to the dam, because that's what we're going to be working on. I don't know if we're going to finish this. I don't know if we will ever going to finish this. No, we'll get this done, even if it's not like perfect. What is going on here? This is weird. Why is the water being just it looks like the water just updated. Why is that? I haven't like touched this. In fact, I was just recording the regular Nydal episode last night, very far away from this place. Why is this even a thing? Which obviously I can't show it to you because that will spoil the whole episode. Turi, hello from Chile. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Oh yeah, the frame rate. The frame rate is actually pretty decent on this corner of the map, actually. Here, let me... Oh yeah, simulation is a little bit too slow. Let's just speed it up. But I don't know what's going on with the water here. Also, it's still kind of super dark. Let me bring this up to like, I don't know, 10 a.m., which kind of matches my current time zone. So this is what we built in the previous stream. We put these power generators. By the way, I've been watching Chernobyl. We just finished watching it last night. Holy shit. Sorry. But you know what I mean. That's messed up. But go nuclear. I'm pro nuclear if you were interested. Okay, so we still need to maybe fill this gap here. Let's just start with that. That will be probably the easiest thing. Looks like rapids of water. Yeah, I love how this looks. This looks amazing. As the water kind of rushes out of this dam here. This is just gorgeous. I love how this came out. I mean, the game is mostly doing the effort here, not me, just so you know. But I'm glad that I'm able to take advantage of that. All right, so let's, I think over here, I'm just going to put some pluggable grass just to begin with. Am I actually recording? Yes, I am. So, yeah, as I was saying, I was recording the next episode of Nydal, as I'm hoping to get that citadel that I started a couple episodes ago. Actually, one episode ago. And, yeah, it's coming along really nice. Way better than I was hoping it would. So I'm excited about that. Can I bring this right up against the edge? Actually, yeah, I think I can. So I'm going to need a lot of these. I've been trying to use procedural objects on the pluggable grass. And it's just, I know it's doable because I've done it before. But it's just like so much work. I don't know how you do it, Noguchi. It's just like, yeah. It's so much work that I'm like, it's not worth it. I'd rather plop like a million of these and be done with it. But I've had PO'd other things, so that's that might make you happy. BJM says hi from Sweden. Heh. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but heh, back to you. I always see that when I mean, this is so cliche, but like whenever I enter an IKEA, there's a giant hech, even in the Californian IKEAs. So I knew what that meant before I actually went to Sweden. Do I need to do this here? Probably, but like around here. Can I fit a giant one of these without having it creep in through the road? I cannot. Oh, by the way, we have like no music. That's fine. You would just have to hear my voice. And I guess one thing we can do is bring the, just to have some like background, like noise of sorts. We can bring this up to like 30%. I don't know if you can even hear that. When I was testing my audio levels off camera last night, or actually yesterday morning, I just couldn't, like everything coming out of my mixer was just like significantly lower volume. In fact, I should probably bump this up. That might be easier for you to listen. There we go. And let's see. I think I need a much smaller one of these. This one is a big one. This one is a smaller one. So let's do that. Bring this up here. Just gonna take a few more of these pieces to get it right. Like so. Fan-freaking-tastic. Should I care about this? I kind of like how the rocks kind of creep in. Look at that bokeh effect. You see, this is so much better now. Now, one thing I was thinking we will probably need is some fences, but I don't think I have like industrial looking fences that won't warp with the terrain. Let me slow down the simulation here. We don't need this to go like that. It's pronounced hey? Okay, so not hech. Okay, so hey. Let's see, I was looking for a fence and I'm looking for a prop fence, except, yeah, these are all like too nice for this. And the ones that are kind of industrial looking, I guess I could use some of these. These, I know for a fact that these are not industrial looking. Let's fix that over there. Oh no, never mind. These are terrain conforming as well. So that's no good. You see, this is like the issue. Vanilla one, this one. I know this one is not. Like, this is the kind of fence that I want, but this one is like way too fancy for a for a power plant, I think. Oh, this one is nice. This one could work. This is from Dazza, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, let's use this one instead. And we're gonna go do this. Actually, maybe I can have it meet this like wall here. Just a very subtle kind of fence. Something like that. Where am I from? My Spanish is good. Yeah, my Spanish should be pretty good. I'm from Argentina, as someone immediately said after that. Si quieren puedo hacer todo el stream en español. Aunque la mayoría de la gente no entendería nada. Right, this is coming along good. I like it. Let's see. Let's try to match as close as possible. Actually, since I have a whole bunch of City Skylines experts in the chat, there's a mod. Maybe you can help me out. There's a mod that lower the opacity on these rings so you can actually see what you're doing. Because like here, like you can barely see what's happening. So I can't match these fences the right way. Can you remind me which mod that was? Because I can't remember. And here we will have to do some overlapping as best as possible. There we go. That's looking good. I think we're gonna need some more of these pulpable grasses. MA10DS says, can I ask you a question regarding the asset editor to put it up on the workshop? How do you do it, or does anyone know it? So once you create an asset, it will be in your content manager. Hide selectors, is that? I mean, I think I have that mod. Hide selectors. Is that too invisible? Now, these are the tooltips. Like, I already checked this. I remember checking this. By the way, hi, Cuboid. I remember checking this. By the way, my camera is like pointing. It's really annoying here. Can I actually get it to point? Hang on. I need you to fix this. 1 second. That's slightly better. High selectors in high selectors? Alt H, okay. I mean, I don't want to completely hide them. I just want like to lower the opacity. I remember there was like an option, but like, okay, so you said Alt H. Yeah, like I don't want to completely hide them. I just want to lower the opacity so that I can see what's selected and what I'm doing. But this will work for now. And I remember there was I think Ronix made that mod. Transparent selectors. Oh yeah, that's the one. Hang on. Do I have it? I thought I had it. Transparent LOD. I guess not. Well, I'll have to get it next time. Actually, I'm going to open it up on a tab here so that I can remember. So going back to the asset editor questions, once you create your asset in the asset editor and you save it, it will show up on your content manager. And from there will be a button to publish to the workshop. By the way, I was talking to B School Housen the other day. We actually had coffee together. He was in town for a couple of days. He told me that on E3 they announced like a revamp, or I don't know if it was leaked or if it was actually announced, like a revamp of the Steam library, which I'm guessing will have an impact on the workshop. Dude, I mean, the UX on the workshop is just terrible. So I really hope they... Yeah, I don't have it. It's from Ronix. Cool, I'm just going to keep it open here. By the way, this is what I was talking about, just so that everyone knows. Let's make it big. So you can like lower the opacity and still see your selectors. Cool. Let's get this back from there. Can I put it in a place where... There you go. Great. So yeah, I'm excited to see. I mean, I saw some of the leaked library. Like someone was like, apparently the code for the new library was like released on the latest update. Obviously, it was hidden, but some people like managed to like hack it so that you could see what it looked like. It's, I mean, I don't know. It didn't look great. Maybe slightly better than what we have right now, but hopes are not fantastic, unfortunately. But like, yeah, I really hope that they fix the workshop, and I really hope that there's some way in the future, probably not in this version of City Skylines, if there's ever a second version of City Skylines. I'm sure there will be a second version of City Skylines, but a way to like eliminate or at least filter out like the initial set of custom assets where it's just like a regular vanilla park that just has like a new swing set and that's it. It's so like every time you search for anything, that's probably more of a workshop's fault than City Skylines, but man, that's just, it's so hard finding good stuff like these days. There's so many awesome stuff, but it's just like buried in like all this like sea of noise. What mod do you recommend to make cinematic videos for City Skylines? This mod, the Cinematic Camera Extended. This is the only mod you need. I guess you could also use the speed slider. That's another mod that you can get, but this one will get you almost there. I've made a whole video on my second channel, Strictoster DOS, like DOS. On my entire process from recording the game footage to like editing it to like getting the cinematics down, like everything. So go watch that. It's like an hour long, but it just covers everything in detail. You can't see it. My handsome face is in the way. In the way of what? What was I blocking? There's nothing here. I mean, there's like a piece of road, but that's it. Oh, by the way, Cuboid, I have a thing. Yeah, you got it right. Here, I'll post it in the chat. YouTube.com strictosterdos. That should take you there. Cuboid, I was I don't know if I checked the Discord to see if there was a new beta, but. So let's say I have this building, right? And it's marked as historical. If I copy it with Move It, and I'm using like an old version of, I'm using a version of Move It that the latest one I was able to find from way back when. So when I copy this building, now this building is no longer historical. And I noticed that because I was working on this like Citadel project, and like all of my buildings started like upgrading themselves, and it took me a while to figure out that Move It wasn't copying that flag. So just something to add to the list. Wow, that was loud. I mean, it used to work just fine. I think probably broke with the latest update. You can set a citywide policy. Interesting. I don't even know where to do that. I never bother with any of that, but is it like, I mean, is it a district? I don't want to like set districts for things. Make everything historic by default. But I think it's just a bug like when you copy it. Because like by default, buildings are historical. Like if I place a building, it will be historical. But if I copy it with Move It, so like if I put this ugly ass building, it's historical by building, by default. But if I copy it, then it's not. Then it will get upgraded. That's the issue. Anyways, so I think next order of business is getting some. I kind of messed this up. I should probably rotate these so that these sort of towers are pointing that way. That way, I can run high tension power lines. Checkmark next to the cache. Checkmark next to the cache. I've seen that, but I can't. This one, citywide policy. I'm pretty sure I have this on by default, perhaps. City planning, I'm guessing. I don't have anything on. Combustion engine ban. By the way, I heard a notification. Cabito or Cabito, thank you so much for your sub. Welcome to the stream. Much appreciated. I mean, I'm guessing is this one? No, this is something else. No rebuilding. Forbid rebuilding lots of destroy buildings, blah, blah. Huh. I mean, it's fine. Now that I know why that was happening, I'm okay. I can like go around that bug. But here's what I'm gonna do. Actually, here's a better way of doing this. I'm gonna move this over here. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna right click to rotate it, and I'm just gonna place it here. Now I can delete these two. And I was thinking off camera, like if I like this being so like kind of broken, honestly, it kind of gives it like a nice detail. In general, they're a little bit more well kept, if that makes any sense. Like it's just gravel underneath these transformers. But actually, did I end up ever getting like high tension like power lines, perhaps? See under net structures. Because I have these. These are the vanilla ones, which are even invisible. But there's some fancy ones that I've used before, and I always think to myself, oh, I need to get those, and I never get them. So I guess I don't have them. What are these? So these are the vanilla ones, which in this case would kind of work. Problem is, yeah, you have to like select both things, node and building, which is fine. But this is kind of what I'm thinking here, like have it be like that. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to keep it like this. This is just kind of what I had in mind, but with a different power line, not this one. So this is where they're going to start sort of venturing. You know, I might cut a channel through the trees, which always looks great. I've done that before. Maybe we can even... Yeah, we'll have to come through here and then cut through here. Just basically follow the flattest part of this whole coastline all the way into maybe this part of the city. Actually, I don't know how I'm gonna bridge this water. Maybe we can even have them come. This is like pretty steep, but we could have him come like across this canal, just have giant power lines. That'd be cool. But that will be a problem for future Strict Sister, not me. Hey Strict Sister, I have disabled all my mods and I keep getting array index out of order. I tried reinstalling a few times, but it doesn't seem to remove the issue. Any suggestions? Saludos de Alicante, España. So I've made 3 videos. I've made 3 videos on troubleshooting mods, on how to use mods and how to troubleshoot common problems. And they're on the official City Skylines channel. I can link you to one of them. You can try that. There's a few steps. I mean that error is like pretty common. But there must be, maybe you're using like an old version of a mod. Like if the game doesn't run vanilla, then that's a different issue. But if the game runs vanilla, there's like a few steps that you wanna take. Let me look it up. When mods don't work, I think is what I call it. Yay, here we are. So, Alvaro, here you go. Watch that. Follow those steps. And if it doesn't work, just I don't know. Send me like I have. Oh, by the way, I have a Discord server that's public for everyone now, in case you didn't know. So you can find me there. Just message me there, or on Twitter, or my email is on my website, and I'll give you a hand. But that should get you started. Like that most likely will fix it. And then, I mean, it's also possible that whatever save game you use with mods, like kind of use like an old mod and it got corrupted. So that, I mean, there's a chance that your save game specifically, if that's what you're trying to load, might be broken. So if that's the case, I am really sorry. It happens. You got to be really careful with certain mods. Not so much these days. Things are like pretty good for the most part. You should be able to select the node. We'll take the pillar with it. Oh, just a node. I guess I was selecting. Yeah, you're right. Cool. I was selecting the building before. I kind of want to have this fence wrap around this. I want to start getting like a proper perimeter fence going here. Something along these lines. Catfish the Blue, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the stream. Did I pronounce that? Is it actually Catfish the Blue? Yeah, nobody's hyped for subs here. We don't do this here. I'm hyped for it. I have like a custom emoji here. Let's make it happen. I'm not like, I'm obviously an older person, but we can do something like that. And you're probably gonna see it with a bit of a delay. I would like to select this node, please. It's kind of offset. What is going on here? Okay, there we go. Do I want to follow this? No, I guess I kind of want to. Wow, this is like really hard to select for whatever reason. I have to be like right on top of it. I think up to this point. There you go. Now we have a whole bunch of toasters in the chat. Thank you, Catfish. Much appreciated. Glad you're enjoying the videos and the streams and stuff. Obviously, this is kind of like a more chilled version of Nydal. I don't get nearly as much done. I mean, we've been working on this project for a couple months now. It's just more of a casual sort of conversation. While I do get some progress done, but we also, you know, get some questions answered, things like that. So in case this is your first stream, just letting you know what to expect. I also have this like Steam Workshop thing on my second monitor that's like constantly like going through screenshots. It's driving me nuts. There we go. I just disabled it. So do I? So this is where I would cut the trees to actually get the power lines going. So I actually should probably do that, because that will sort of shape the fence to some degree. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. I want to be as parallel as possible to this road so that it will look nice. But like we can have something like this. So this is where we're gonna have our power lines coming through. I mean, I could use the vanilla ones. But I don't know. I don't know, man. One thing we do need here is more parking spaces, because you can never have too many parking spaces. And maybe some like administrative buildings, like smaller ones, because these are obviously like the generator sort of buildings. Is this actually a red? Oh, this is like PO, so never mind. And these are different colors too. What the hell? Okay, so let's copy this one. Yeah, this one is like pink. There we go. So that's much better. I want to have some like slightly modern administrator buildings over here, but we still need to like detail this whole area too. Actually, let's do this. I'm like so all over the place today because I sort of came down prepared for this. Like I knew I wanted to stream like right away, but like I didn't specifically knew exactly what I was gonna do. So I guess we're improvising now. So let's get this here. Yeah, maybe we finish one thing at a time. This one's gonna be tricky because it's gonna come over the other end. So this is what we'll have to do instead. Can we bring it up to like here? And now we can get this one over there. Fan-freaking-tastic. You're interested in watching how things get done more than the final result? Yeah, I kind of stroke a balance with these live streams because I get so many comments from people saying that they want like long-form content. And honestly, I personally like long-form content, but YouTube does not. Most of the people watching Nydal don't even watch the 20, 15-minute episodes. They just watch like 9 minutes, something like that. I get like, if I'm lucky, I will get like 40% like viewer retention across the video. I noticed like a huge spike at the end. So like people are like watching a few minutes and then just skipping to the before and after, which is kind of funny. But yeah, if most people do that, then the YouTube algorithm doesn't recommend it to more people. So it's like, you kind of have to find a balance. I'm obviously doing this for fun. I don't make a living out of this. But you know, if nobody watches it, that's like, I just play on my own and that's it. So with the live streams, I found sort of like a way to like sort of please everybody, even though like uploading the full live streams to the channel kind of like hurts me a little bit, but whatever, it's fine. I'd rather do that and then have content that a broader amount of people can enjoy, if that makes sense. Okay, we're gonna need to move some nodes in here just to match that. There we go. What is this? Do I have any surfaces here? Yeah, I have a whole bunch of surfaces here. Okay. Let's do this. I don't think to place another one there, but I will have to place one over here. There we go. Cool. Let's go back to props, get the fence wrapping around. And if you hear a lot of traffic noise outside, it's not the game, it's actually my window, because my streaming computer heats up like crazy. Actually, I was hoping to monitor my temperatures. Let's see. It's getting pretty toasty. I need to like get like a better cooling for it. I talked about that in a previous live stream, but yeah. You always watch beginning to end. Thank you, Ping the Net. Yeah, you're definitely one of the most one of the biggest fans of the channel. Like, you're one of the first to comment, one of the first people to always show up on the stream. Thank you so much, man. I'm really hoping you're getting some good entertainment out of this. All right, so we have the parking lots there. We have this weird thing. I really like how it looks. It's just like weird here. This feels like it could be a standalone building. It doesn't necessarily have to be attached to that. What I don't like is that weird solar panel at the top. Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of this solar panel. Which is not a... It looks like a... I don't even know what that looks like. Also, can we maybe darken it just a touch? If we go full black... I guess just the roof changes color. I hate it when that happens, but I guess that's marginally better than what we had. Okay, so we have this here. Oh, we have some props that are kind of getting hidden here. Where's the little stair? I don't know whether to align it to the road or to the fence. I think to the fence will be better. What if we clone it like this? That could work. We need to make this one historical. Need to remember that. I guess it will be better if I align this to the road. It will make way more sense. So something like that. Actually, maybe take up this space instead. We should probably copy this color and paste it over here, so that way the roofs match. Cool. School of Street Toaster. Oh man. What's a good value for viewer retention? Yeah, 40% is like okay. I think like clickbaity channels and stuff like that get like over 50, something like that. I'm very pro not clickbait, as you probably imagine. Well, I guess clickbaity depending on what the content is and how long it is. Usually you'd find that those videos are like 10 minutes long, so it's easier to get over 50%. City Skylines is tricky because it's like you have to be really dedicated to it, and the community is not huge, so it doesn't have like a insane brother appeal. I keep saying brother, but I mean like as in broad, like big, large. It's just, yeah, I can't English to that level yet. But yeah. MA 10DS says, sorry for interrupting, but can you check what I put in the workshop? If I can post a link, and it's fine. You don't want to midstream. Also, I don't know what you're saying, man. Noguchi, thank you for the sub. I don't have to tell you welcome to the stream because you've been here all along. MA10, I don't know what you mean. Sorry. You can try posting the link, but I think Nightbot is gonna yell at you. Just put the ID if you want, like the actual ID of the URL, and then I can I can look it up. But I won't be able to add it to the game. I will have to restart the game, and that's not gonna happen. I can tell you right now. Okay. So yeah, sub hype. Yes, sub hype. Man, I suck at hosting streams. You'll be old like me one day. You'll see. Can you imagine how would like a 40-year-old ninja would be like? Have you ever thought about that? It's gonna happen to you. I mean, it's gonna happen to Ninja, but it's also gonna happen to you if you're not there yet. I mean, I'm not 40 years old, by the way. I'm like almost there though. 33, 34. Man, I need to do the math every time. I need to like think about my age, but mid 30s. Just leave it there. Actually, we have like a gate, right? Maybe we can like clone this just to make it like look nicer. Oh, this gate is like one of those. It's one of those. If we put it right up against this edge, if we do something like that, I guess. Well, no, I want that fence to remain there, and then maybe I can just straight up move this building. Whoa, bro. What are you doing? Something like that. Thank you, autosave. Nightbot is distracted. Cool, yeah, let me see. Oh, that's like a... You made a house. Nice. Here's a link if everyone's... Oh, supposed to zoom in. Can I zoom in even further? It's a nice house. There's a lot of props in here. Is this like one of the vanilla houses? Like from the European collection? That's like an Avania house, right? If I'm mistaken. That looks nice, man. Okay. What I want to do now is use this as some kind of like storage. I want some like crates and boxes and things. You know, the usual stuff. Oh, I know one of these is just like a billion tries. Let's go with this. I don't know which kinds of props these would be. I guess they're Canadian. That's a maple leaf, right? Can I bring this up? So I'm guessing these are like, they order some generators and they came in these boxes and they just have them on this corner here in case I need to like return it, because you always want to keep the box. That's what I do whenever I order anything on Amazon. Just keep the box in case you have to return it. That way you don't have to like get another box or something. So you order a generator and then you can return it. It's pretty easy. Let's get some cracks in here, because that's always good. And we're gonna need to add a few more. Actually, this one is a little bit nicer. So this one is a little extreme, but if we page down, we can like get the opacity to work at our advantage. So something like that. In fact, let's copy a few of the other ones. Let's bring this down just a touch. Not that much, just enough. And now we're gonna mix it up so that way it doesn't look super repetitive. But you see now this whole place is like suddenly looking much better, and all I did was just add a whole bunch of props and decals. I feel bad saying like all these tricks when I have like Neguchi and other like amazing talented people in the chat, but whatever. You're not the only one not knowing your age at the top of your head. Yeah, I always have to ask my wife what age I am. She usually remembers. It does look like a CS 1.6 map. Oh man, dude, I used to make maps for Counter-Strike I think I started making maps for Counter-Strike like 1.2, something like that. Oh, those were the days. Should probably like reshape my channel and start making. Is the hammer editor still a thing? It probably is. The Evolve hammer editor. What an amazing tool. 3.0, I was using 3.4, I think. And then it came 3.5 after that. You see, this is like the kind of crap that you think when you're old. Back in my day, we used to play video games on a dial-up modem. We can use this like an insane amount of props. These are vanilla props. This is kind of like a meme in the City Skylines community because these palettes have more tries like than whole buildings. Basically, it's just like an absurd amount of triangles, which is kind of a joke. These containers are good. These containers have been like in the vanilla versions for quite some time. Let's copy you if I can. Not the decal. There we go. That's it. I don't know what they would keep in these tanks. Probably some oil for like the different machinery and stuff. Well, there's a truck making a U-turn. That was a hell of a U-turn. Yeah, I used to have like an online mapping community even. Mapland.com.ar because I was in Argentina back then. I had like one of the biggest Spanish speaking mapping communities back in the day. Oh great, leaf blower guy just showed up. It's gonna get loud in a minute. Can I fit something like this in here? I don't know if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That's fine. I want to do something on this little corner. Do we have some pipes? What about, no, this is something else. Man, I don't have many like industrial type props or things. I wanted to have like some like AC equipment or something like that, but I guess I could just make my own. If I do this, for example. So I could just do like a little fancy area there, and we could put some of these guys. Maybe, I know there's like a very specific texture that I want to use. I think it's this one, right? What, does it actually look like that? All right, I guess it does. Just want to cover the ground here so that it looks slightly different than the rest. And here, I could put a few of these AC equipment, fellas. Or like vent systems. Just like random props like that. That's probably good enough. I do think I need a joint grassy thing. Right up against the edge of this. Just so that there's like a clear distinction of things. But I mean, that looks a million times better. You know what would look even better? If we had tufts to the cracks. Maybe like a smaller one. Like scattered around here and there. You want to bring the brush strength to 0, because then otherwise you're going to be plopping a lot of tufts in the same spot, or trees for that matter. Something like that, like very subtle. Maybe these are too close to one another, but like, oh, the problem is that the terrain here is kind of messed up. In some cases that works to your advantage, like if you just bring it here, you can do some like things like that. Is this even like showing up? No, they're like so deep down that they're just getting hidden. But that's already looking good. And then joint grass. It's kind of like semi-abandoned power plant, this one. Where's the middle point? There it is. Why can't I select the middle point? Something like that. Just complete the expansion joints. Like so. We can even put another one right there. In fact, this one, you should probably do something like this. Wow, that's a bold move, man. I wish there was a way to prevent that, to like somehow block it. My wife probably doesn't know your age. Oh, Captain's wife. Okay, sorry. Let's just put one here. That's probably good enough. Doesn't have to go all the way. All right, so I'm happy with this area. So I think this grassy area should be okay. We could have some. I mean, I definitely want to fence this out, and I think we will have to. Is this a network? I think this is a network, right? Yes. So I kind of want to use this network here. So let's add it. I want to follow this like right there, that curve thing. And I think it's, let's see, it's this one, right? I always hate that being selected. I never, ever, ever, ever use any of those snapping options, ever. So let's get the curve right. I want to get the tangent right so that it follows the contour. It's kind of off here, but it should be okay. Yes, for the joint grassy thing. Yeah, I love that. That was actually a request that I made to Beard Monkey like forever ago, and he made it. And I mean, it was like back in Arrowhead when we were working on Arrowhead, if not earlier than that, actually, or Sinu. I think it was Sinu. I can't remember, but yeah, he made it, and it was amazing. And I still use them to this day. Dude, I love how this is looking. This is so epic. I hate these like glitches a little bit, but it's coming along. It's coming along. These props, I think I want to make them a bit more apparent, so I will probably increase the size or the height. Like let's double it, and then we can even have them go through this thing, right? Perhaps, maybe. And I also want to perhaps do this. And here we just need to like have it match, kind of like that. So now we can copy all of these, rotate them, and have them match. This little thing, it gets a little tricky when you have the tilt shift effect, because it's like super blurry and I can't see anything, but it's so worth it. But I was wondering, if do we need like some kind of place for like boats? Because like the water here will be like pretty still. Like this is where it's gonna get like really like turbulent. But here the water will be basically like a lagoon, right? So you could potentially have boats here like a boat lunch, so that not necessarily a boat lunch, but actually we do need like a boat lunch, so that maintenance workers can go in and like maybe have divers go into here and then get sucked by the thing and push the other end. You know, pretty normal stuff from a power plant. You're welcome, MA10. I don't know if that was super helpful, but I guess you managed to actually publish it, so yeah. Is it possible that the Clipping Network would fix the dark shadow on the rod somehow? I already have it, and it's actually, that's what's causing it. You can see it here. It's just the resolution of, I guess I could just do that, but like you can see how like the earth is being like pushed, unfortunately. It's honestly, this doesn't bother me all that much because it's kind of like oil stains even. It's a subtle thing. I could cover it with other things, but I wouldn't necessarily bother with that too much. All right, let's get, I want to fence this whole place out first. So let's get a gate. And I want the gate to perhaps, let's do this. If we do that, I know it's a one-way street, but it really doesn't matter. All I want to do is have like the, can I actually do that? No. Just push it up to there. I just want the, like the curves to sort of like slope in, and that's about it. And I guess I could just bring it all the way to here. It doesn't really matter. And this is where the gate will be. It's props. So the gate matches this almost perfectly. So what I need to do next is get this to here and just connect that fence. And everybody should be happy. Now, do I want this to have barbed wire at the top? Probably not, because we're already in like a secure area. So this is more to like keep people safe more than prevent people from coming in and like messing up the place, I think. So let's get that there and bring this here. Yeah, that looks good. If I do say so myself. So that looks good too. And we can bring this to there. It's a nice little entrance. And honestly, I think we need to get rid of all this. So now this whole, only this part of the entry into this area is like paved. Everything else is kind of not. I guess you can sort of follow this trail here. Actually, let's do this. We can add some tire marks. Why is this? Oh, there's like a decal down here. Let's get rid of that. Come on. Okay, that's marginally better. Let's grab these other decals and they look a little bit too transparent. But it's a subtle detail. It will do for now. It's kind of messed up. Do we want to? I guess if I'm not using the decal that comes with this one-way road, I can just straight up use a two-way road. There we go. That's nice. Yeah, Nydal is making a profit. Who would have thought? I have like very little industrial areas, like almost nothing. It's crazy. Yeah. I do have a whole bunch of offices, but for the most part, it's just residential demand is constant. And I think the next stream, even if we're not, I mean, obviously we're not going to finish this thing because I got to go to work in like an hour, but I do want to I do want to go back and work on suburbs here. Let me switch gears for a second here. I'm gonna try not to show you the citadel that's back there, but like I made this neighborhood really quickly. As you can see, it's not super detailed. It does have some trees and things like that, and it has like a nice road layout. Let's point the camera that way so we get like a decent frame rate. But I kind of want to do a lot more of these, like pretty much spread them out here. This is where the university campus will be. That's going to be a whole nother project similar to the Citadel in terms of scope. I have like 2 or 3 more of these like giant projects that I want to make in the city, and yeah, those are going to be fun. But I definitely want to do another live stream where I do a whole bunch of suburbs, because that's another fun thing that I can do on a live stream. Okay, back to fences. Oh man, another thing that I wish that existed is if I'm here, like press some kind of button to like grab this, like whatever this thing is, like a color picker of sorts. I know like Move It has this picker, but you have to like actually select what you want. And this is only to select this type of element. But like imagine that, like I find it, like I would click on a color picker, and then it will click on this thing, and now I have it on my like hand to like start placing it. That would be amazing. Wink to Cuboid. Electric's made a network picker mod. Do I have it? I guess I don't have it. I'm talking about like in general, just buildings, networks, like everything. But if he made one for networks, I'll check it out. 100%. All right, here we go. It's looking nice. I've been told that the placement of the bollards and the thing is incorrect, but like the way I see this is you would enter, security guard will see who you are, will ask you for your credentials, or at least make sure that you're not like a crook. And then you enter into this space. After they check your credentials, they lower the bollards, and then you can come in. So I don't know. Maybe it's not like the most efficient way of doing things, but I think we need some props, some of these things in here actually. And maybe even here. Not a lot, just a few. There we go. Raviad, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream. That's awesome. Man, this is why I need to stream more often. You guys are like really generous. Actually, last week I wanted to stream, but like every day I was like, oh no, maybe tomorrow, because like I need to like finish this one thing, and then the day after is like, oh no, I forgot to finish this other thing, and then the day after is like, oh, I need to like clean up my entire room and disconnect all the computers and clean them up, and that took like 2 days, because like unplugging the mixer in front of me is like a nightmare. Even though I have everything labeled, it's still like software-wise, like it's impossible to label things. So I forgot. I had to like go to my website to see how I like plugged everything in. So I'm glad I did that. But yeah, it takes a little bit of time. Anyways, thank you, Rob. And yeah, Toaster Hype. I need to come up with like, I think I have like, I don't know, like a couple more emotes that I can add. One emote that I used to have when I used to stream on YouTube was the prop limit, which I thought it was pretty funny. I think I want to bring that one back, but like I'm open to ideas for more emotes, and also on the Discord server, which is now public for everyone. But if, oh, by the way, for those of you who've been becoming Twitch subs, if you have your Twitch account and your Discord account linked, you can go on my Discord server, and there will be a hidden channel that's, I mean, there's actually a couple hidden channels, like a VIP kind of club thing, but there's an early access channel where you can watch every video at the same time as patrons do. So yeah, for those of you who've been joining the sub club, you can watch my early access videos. Right now, every single video that I made, it's public. So I guess you can see the history of videos that I've been posting. But the next night, I will hopefully, if I'm lucky, I can finish recording that tonight, maybe tomorrow night, and it will be hitting your or that channel or Patreons probably within the next 48 hours. So something to consider. And also, if you go on Patreon and if you donate like $1, you can also get that little perk. So yeah, much appreciated, and hopefully you enjoy. Let's see. So we have the fence around here. I guess at some point I'm going to need to have a fence coming back here, but I don't know how I want to deal with what I want to do with the power lines. Actually, here, let me show you what I have in mind. Steam Workshop. Let's bring this here. So power line. I kind of want to use the ones that I use in I guess, will this be under road actually? Like these ones, like kind of big ones, 400 kilovolts. I have this. Oh, interesting. I have this one. 35. Okay. What does this look like? Yeah, no, this wouldn't cut it. It's kind of small, but I mean, it's great looking. And these, oh, we have some transfer. Oh, this is nice. Can I add these like all over the place? Anyways, that's kind of what I had in mind, just so you know. Oh, that looks epic. Okay, I want to add a lot of these now. Obviously here I'm going to have to bring it down, but that shouldn't be a thing that should worry me. Get the cables. That's awesome. I love the little shocky guy. That looks way too high res for that size, but whatever, I'll take it. Can I actually get some, I wonder if I can get some like power lines in here. Would that even work? Oh, I guess it's this prop. I see. And now this prop is invisible. Yeah. This is kind of a bug that I hate. Like if you put your if you drag like power lines too close to like another thing, the collision will like make it invisible. That's kind of annoying. Robert says, I'm a big fan of your City Skylines videos on YouTube. I'm watching every single video as soon as I see it online. So I want to say thank you. Oh man, that's so kind of you. I'm glad you're enjoying. I'm glad you enjoy my videos. You're probably one of the first people that click on it when the I guess notifications go out. I don't know if YouTube sends it to everyone or if they do it like Facebook style where they would just send it to like 100 people and depending on their reaction they will send it to another 100. I don't think it works that way. Maybe sometimes it works that way. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, much appreciated, sir. Seriously. Now back through the city with the transformers. Yeah, I need to place them all over the place now. It's coming along. It's coming along. Okay, so because I don't know how I want to deal with this. I guess I can just get rid of that. All I know is that I'm gonna go through here. So it will be here, here, and here. Like very like boxy, like, if that makes sense. I think I do want to have that sort of like access to the water here. So let's get rid of these guys. We're gonna add a node here. And we're gonna select not this tree, but this thing. And we're gonna lower it all the way down. Actually, I might want to keep it straight like that. Something like that. I love the water in this game. Like I'm just amazed by how like they managed to pull this off. This, I mean, obviously the texture, the map theme helps a lot, but like the actual water fixes in this game, I don't think I've seen that in other games. It's just tip of the hat to Colossal Order for that. Holy crap. Okay, so I think I would have to pull this back up to here, perhaps. Like maybe right up against the edge of this thing, and maybe even pull this back, because I want to have like a gentle slope coming down for the water axis. Yeah, that's much better. So we can have it like that. And I think I'm just gonna go with like a regular pavement road. So let's get that going. Let's turn on snapping here and bring it. What am I pressing? Okay, I'm pressing like arrow keys. That's not what I want. That's what I wanted. And here, I want to push or pull that back. There we go. And I also want to perhaps get rid of these sidewalks. Maybe something like that. Cool. It's kind of a steep decline, but also I don't necessarily need to go all the way underwater. I need to go slightly over water, or just like at the right water level. Also, the water is going to take some time to adjust. It's going to cause a tsunami of sorts. Slowly bring it up just enough that it's like above the water line, just barely on the water line, something like that. This is now looking kind of funky. There we go. That's better. I think it's a bronze sent out for notifications if you have the bell clicked. Yeah, click the bell, by the way. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and also get the notifications on. I actually I don't have notifications set for any channels, but I visit my subscription, like basically my homepage whenever I go to YouTube. And I do this multiple times a day, just so you know. I'm kind of addicted to YouTube in general. Nightbot, why would you say that to Sam's MTS? Damn it. God damn it. Sorry, Sam. I need to like figure out a way to like allow certain domains, because I'm sure he was like linking to the Steam Workshop or something. Is there a way that I can whitelist you? Hang on, let me. Anyways, I was saying, while I look for this link, spam protection, access links. Okay, options. Oh, so Steam community is whitelisted. Let's. Litter monkeys, hey. Wow, everyone's here. Holy crap, now I need to step up my game. You know what? I'm just gonna disable links and sorry, the spam protection for links. So now you can post links. Just don't go nuts. Let's see. Cuboid posted a link to something as well. Ooh. Interesting. What are we looking at here? Grand Canal access. Oh, I love the like the tiered like design here. What is this giant thing? I guess the power lines sort of go through here. Oh yeah, this is what I was saying. Like they cut through the trees and they make these like very obvious things. Oh, we're on the border between France and Germany here. Interesting. Where are we right now? Okay, I see. Oh, let's see if I can find it again. Crap. Was it here? No. Oh, no. Was it here? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. This is... Now, suddenly, we're playing GeoGuessr again. There's a dam here. Maybe here? No, that's another thing. Crap, I lost it. Here it is. Found it. What was the link Samsung posted? Try again, Samsung. It should work. I disabled the spam protection. Well, here you go. This is all I built today. Now Nydal is looking so much more realistic. I wish that I could see like the 3D version kind of makes it all wonky at this because it's like so like thin and light, but there's some like pipes sort of going in that I like. I think we could have some like inner roads even. Obviously this is a much bigger power plant than the one I'm working on, but yeah. You're watching. Oh, this was the link? Okay, cool. Got it. Got it. Got it. I love this like little overflow thingy. Very interesting. I want to keep this on my second monitor. Okay, let's get this finished so that at least I finished something. Usually this is how it goes. Like when I play on my own, like when I record regular episodes, I get a bit more done because I don't have to like entertain 108 strangers on the internet. I mean, I have to do that later, but as a second step. But it does take some time to get things done in general. So that's probably good enough. Let's grab the terraforming controls here. Get this band looking nice. Also, another thing that I wanted to do is, well, actually, you know what? First, let's get this sorted out. Come on. There we go. So I think we want one of these guys here. Maybe bring it up just a touch so that it's not actually underwater. Actually, can I just align it to that? Yes, I can. Get rid of that. So now we have a bit of a platform going. I could also use Surface Painter to make this look a little bit nicer. We're gonna add some decals here in a moment. And the grass kind of growing on the edges of this, I'm fine with. So let's go grab some dock pieces. And these surfaces, yeah. I've been using this feature a lot. Where is it? And move it. I lost it. Here it is. This one, so that I can align things. So convenient, except, well, this one aligned it to the wrong way. But I can just right click and rotate. And everything is great. So I can make that work like that. Why is the city name backwards? Just for fun. People get really upset when I don't explain why I changed the name of the city. Like, I got like a very serious comment on, oh, you're never going to explain why you call it Nydal? Oh. I thought it was like pretty obvious. This one is just, I'm just having fun, man. Let's get this fenced all the way right up against the edge. Oof. I thought for a moment that I was not gonna be able to sneeze, and that was just gonna hunt me. But I sneezed, so that's good. I love making things that are like really shallow. Can we get what kind of boat would maintenance here have? Like probably something like this. Oh, this will be a building actually. Do we have something that looks more? Yeah, this is probably better. Except it's kind of destroyed. Here, let's move this one here. This one there. Some kind of like deep water in here. Is it moving? Oh yeah, they're moving. I thought it was like standing still. That's great. All right. So let's go for dock here. And I want to add some of these little props just to make things look a bit more interesting. So we can have this. And we can have some of these guys. Is this a ladder? Can't even see. I know there is a ladder somewhere. I guess we could put some of these guys in here. And maybe the other one on the other end. I don't know if it's exactly how it's supposed to go, but close enough. Kind of make it like somewhat run down, you know? See if we can get this closer to the wall. Fan-freaking-tastic. That's quite an old version of Move It. There's no mirror tool. I mean, I knew that I was using an old version because I haven't updated in a while. But when I went to the beta server, I couldn't find a newer version. Like your latest post was that one, unless I misread that, which is also possible. So I will double check next time. Yeah, I figured many of these bugs were probably already fixed by now. So yeah. Okay, fence. Let's keep adding more of these fences. Maybe up to there. And here, I guess it will just blend in with the bushes and things. We'll take care of that. Let's get a nice slope going down. So we're gonna use some joint grassy things. Actually, I might be able to just do this, right? So we use prop line tool. We're going to turn anarchy on. We're going to get a perfectly straight line. We're actually going to turn fence mode on. So like that. We're going to switch to decals and we're going to bring it up to here. We're going to rotate this there. We want to enhance this joint line. Like so, and I guess we're gonna need maybe the 8 meter. The 8 meter tile, something along these lines. So we're gonna place these 2 decals every other fence pillar, if that makes any sense. This one, I guess we can just extend a bit further. This glitch here, I don't know if there's much I can do about that, unfortunately. You have no idea how toasty my room is right now with the streaming computer and all that. I'm just glad that it's been like a really cold summer, this one in LA. Very rainy. Because otherwise I would not be able to stream all that much. I really need to figure out a proper cooling solution for my apartment. I don't have AC in my entire unit because we're kind of close to the ocean. All right, so that's looking good. That's so perfectly aligned. Still satisfying .jpeg, yes. I have someone here from my hometown in Spanish saying, well, first of all, hola, Lu Bogani, ¿cómo estás? ¿Sos de Lomas Centro o de Temperley o de Banfield o por ahí? Yo soy más de Temperley. Barrio San José, para ser más específico. He's asking how much, how long does the map take to load? It takes like a good 10 minutes, something like that. I mean, I have like a insane computer, so that helps. But it takes about 10, 15 minutes tops. Compared to what Maddie, how long it takes for Maddie to load. She told me like it takes like a good 20 to 30 minutes to load, which is insane. I would probably not play the game that often if it took that long to load. But then again, these people, I've been told that they keep their game open, and that's why they have these outrageous hours on City Skylines. I only have like, and I say I only have 24. I don't know if you can see it, it's so tiny, but it says 2463 hours. I only have that many hours. Yeah, you guys are crazy. How many assets does it load? Oh, I think like 5,000 or so. I don't know exactly. Here, I'll show you my, check this out. So this is my CPU usage, which is, I guess it's not that bad, but I'm using about 32 gigs of RAM, but I also have like a couple tabs open on my browser, so that doesn't help. Actually, if I look at my memory usage, well, I mean, CDC is only using less than 16. Interesting. It's probably compressing a huge amount, but it's mostly Opera that it's just taking up all the RAM. Anchorena, cerca de la estación. Nice. Nice. I haven't been back in like 2 years. I'm gonna be there in October probably, if all goes well. Back to the hometown. Yo era de Pasco y Salta, para que te des una idea. Aunque en último momento estuve viviendo en Palermo por ahí, pero el resto de mi vida fui al colegio ahí en Mex y La Valle. All right, sorry, I'm not gonna keep speaking Spanish. Cool. So I think we need like some kind of like shed of some kind. Do I even have one? Well, actually, one thing I do need here is like a light post or something. So let's look for a lamp first. Definitely not one of the fancy ones, but these industrial looking ones. Oh my God, these look great. Okay, so yeah, let's just put one here. I kind of like that little edge at the bottom in white, so I'm gonna add a few of these guys there. Actually, probably we don't need 3 of them. 2 would probably be enough. I want to keep them offset. I don't want them to look like super symmetric. Also, they look a little bit too bright, these textures. See, do we have a better one that is not as bright? This one is the same. This one I've used so many times. It's great, but maybe I can use a different one. What is this? This is super modern, cool looking light. These are all like very fancy ones, so I don't want to use those. This one is kind of bright as well. So I guess these are all made by the same person, Targa. Okay. Yeah, they're a little bit bright on the texture. That's fine. I'll keep it. Should probably add a few more like in certain places. So like, for example, here, I could have that going like right over there. And I wanted to have some kind of like mark. Can I transition easily to there? Just want to have like a speed bump of sorts. Just to mark the edge between this slope and the rest. Something like that. And then we have lights here, so that's good. I guess we'll need one extra one, maybe right over here. That looks good. And probably some of these fancy yellow bollards so that cars don't hit this lights on the way down, perhaps. There we go. It's not too shabby. Do we want to add them there? Sure, why not? Close enough. What LUT are you using on this map? I honestly don't even remember. I think I'm using Relight. Yeah, Relight average. It comes with like, I mean, it's like, it's not just the LUT, it's like a combination of LUT, map theme, and Relight settings. I kind of went through them on the first episode of the series that you can find on youtube.com/Toaster. Link is in the description. Actually, it's not, well, it will be in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitch right now, there's a link below the player. Should I continue this fence going down? That is the question. I guess maybe a little bit? Or I could just keep him like that? See how this looks. I'm not sure this is gonna look great, but there's one way to find out. It's kind of okay. I don't hate it, but what if I bring this there? I'll take it. Yours takes basically 25 minutes for 24 assets. Loading the game is in low res mode. Yeah. I think the main thing that makes a huge difference is, I mean, assuming you have like an okay CPU, is tons of video RAM. I have a 1080 Ti. I don't even know. Is that like 12 gigs of RAM? Is that what it has? Yeah, so 12 gigs of RAM. I'm maxing it out, and it's probably like caching it on, I don't know if it caches on a hard drive or on my memory. But like, yeah, definitely RAM and GPU video RAM it's what it will be. And it depends on how crazy the assets that you picked are. Like, not all assets are created equal. saying like, oh, I only have like 1,000 assets, but you can have like terribly like not very optimized assets, and that will just scale to like still just destroy your computer. So yeah, it kind of depends. Ooh, I didn't know I had these. So this is kind of exactly what I was looking for. Let's just put them here. Actually, we're just gonna select these two, make sure they align. No, this is not what I wanted. Make sure these are aligned to maybe these little thingies. There we go. Are these part of the same set? They don't look like they're part of the same set, but they look like they belong. So yeah. Actually, let's align that there for extra satisfaction on alignment and symmetry. There we go. We can get rid of this one now. We can get rid of these two guys now. So one thing that I wanted to do as well, I mean, this is like, okay, trailer. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Not that kind of trailer, but this kind of trailer. Kind of like put it there. And maybe this one could just be sitting there at a corner. Just having random props helps usually. Let's grab some more cracks. Let's get some crack, kids. So I guess we can do something like this. Nope, that's the wrong decal. I want to have sort of the edges here to be a little bit on the broken side. Ideally, I would have some variation. Something like that. These grass stuffs, I don't know. Might want to push them back a bit. I want to have like higher fidelity tufts. So like this. Yeah, that helps a little bit. In fact, it's like kind of pushing the other tufts a little bit away. I mean, I like these, like the vanilla ones. I'm actually pretty happy with them. They look great, but sometimes when there's like such a big color contrast between the concrete and them, they just look a little bit off. So I want to like use slightly higher definition ones. I want to maybe do something like this. Let's see, something that really adds a bit more detail there. What about oil? Ooh, nice. It's kind of out of place for, yeah. What about wet? Was it water? There was one that's just like a puddle. Yeah, these ones. Maybe not the giant one. I don't know if you can even see them. Like these are supposed to be like reflective, but there's no angle that I can point the camera at that it will make them reflective. It's just a way to like darken things out just a touch. Damage is actually what I was interested in. Kind of want to outline the edges of this little shed, office, whatever it is. Just very slightly. because these can get a little extreme. So something like that. And also want to add a few of these. That way it looks like people have been drumming up and down this thing. What do you think? You never cut a live stream, but you totally blame me and Flux for my CS detail obsession. Yeah. I blame other people too. It's so much easier to blame other people for my own habits. Everyone should do it. And then you can blame me for offering terrible advice. Ping the Ned, 100 bits. Thank you so much. You're very generous, Ping the Ned. Seriously. Yeah, it's always someone else's fault. I blame Ping the Net. He's the one keeping me, feeding me bits so that I can never live this game. I hope you're happy. By the way, like I always say, I'm drinking cold coffee right now, which is not that great. Yeah, bit hype. Yeah, let's throw in some toasters there in the chat. There we go. Oh, I asked people about emotes. I don't know, like chat was happening way too fast, so I couldn't see it. Absolutely terrible advice. I totally would have figured out PO anyways. I mean, geez, yes. PO is kind of a rabbit hole. I definitely don't use it as much as I would if the mod was a little bit friendlier in terms of UX. But it is kind of awesome. I'm glad it exists. Let's do a bit more. Let's make this a little bit more interesting. Just very subtle. I think really what sells the deal is like the concrete expansion joints that just makes everything look amazing, especially the grassy ones. Like if we do this like that, and then we can have another one like this. Maybe one that matches that. Yeah, that's about it. That already looks a million times better. What we need also is like a manhole there. We need like strategic manholes all over the place. So like we can have one here. One there. Actually, do we have I want to have some like markings perhaps. Road stats. No, this is not what I want. I was just wanting to have like some kind of like fuel thing, but it's okay. Actually, let's just... No, that's not what I meant. Kind of like this. We have these in the... Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. So we could put this like right here. Just to get some gas to these boats. I love that this trailer like barely fits below this like awning. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, God damn it. Let's see if we can bring this down just a touch. Is this like... Yeah, that's already floating up in the air, so that's good enough. I'm happy with that. Let's go down here, see if we can like wrap this place up. So I think we're gonna need some kind of fence here as well. So let's grab the prop fence that we've been using. Probably not that tall of a fence, but let's put it down, lower it down to an acceptable limit. Can we align it to this building? No, because it's BO. But we can align it to that building, to that prop, sorry. So that's good enough. FNM Jr. says, well, best get going. Thanks, strict for the stream. Nydal's looking excellent. Thank you so much. I look forward to the time where I can hear the Nydal entry music. Yes, thank you. Have a good day, man. Glad you were able to join us for as long as you have. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Whenever I say those words, it always sounds like I'm just finishing either the video or the stream. I'm not. I'm still... I mean, I have another 10 minutes or so, because then I will have to get going. Can we... What is the closest thing that we can do here? Maybe... Actually, I kind of want this to, like, bite the edge just a touch. I guess we could just do it here. So I want these two to intersect. Leaf blower in the background intensifies. I'm gonna have to move some of these bushes. Actually, not a lot, just a few. You kind of want to block the view from inside. There we go. Let's grab some of these lights that we've been using. So let's see if we can get this aligned to that. Okay. Man, I really wish that these were not super bright. Just a minute. What time did you start? Well, I started like here. You could do... Can you do this? I wonder if Nightbot is actually working now. I want to type on the other screen. Uptime. Yeah, there we go. Now it's working. Yeah, I've been streaming for like 2 hours. You just joined late. Okay. What if we do this here? I feel like this could be like a massive... Oh, I have an idea. Can I get this done in 10 minutes? It's gonna be tricky. It's okay, so here's what I want to do. I want this to be like some kind of like loading for big machinery. Imagine this being like a giant gate that sort of opens up. And like we could have some like rails on the... Dude, yeah, I'm totally doing this. Screw it. I'm gonna be late for work, but who cares? I guess the people at my job care, but they understand like the urgencies of creating a fake loading bay in City Skylines. So they totally get it. They're very supportive of my crazy ideas most of the time. So that means that I will have to sort of create a cut on this Jersey barrier, on this like guardrail here. Do you have the loading dock props? I think so. I guess not. I thought I had, but I have a different idea. I wanna do this. I want a segment. Ooh, that's weird. Can I maybe select the node, please? Thank you very much. It's disrupting the flow of water. There we go. I think there's a version of these tracks that doesn't terraform the crap out of everything, but So I want to do something like this. Get that straight. And maybe have something like this. Oh, it created the cut for me. Yes. Okay, this is totally happening. Okay. So we're obviously going to need some concrete here. We're obviously going to need to get rid of some of these trees and bushes and things. Maybe even put the big one over here just for fun. And we're also going to have to move this. Keep it matched like so. We're going to need some kind of gate there, but we'll take care of that in just a minute. So it's kind of a steep decline, which, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to address, but let's also lower these fences down just a touch. I won't tell anybody if you don't that this is like too steep for trucks, but it kind of looks good from afar. What do you do at work? Serious question. I'm a interface designer. That will be like the fancy term. I do like UI and UX design for a small startup. We do music. We do software for the music industry, and I'm in charge of making UI decisions and a little bit of programming too. Lately, a lot of programming, more than designing. Like whatever crazy thing I can come up with, I can get away with it if I implement it myself. So mostly I've been implementing a lot of crazy things. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know how to like transition here. Do I have, what do I have? I guess I could like transition here instead. But I think this is like already done, right? So might as well take advantage of this. What programming languages? Mostly Ruby, and as far as backend goes, and then JavaScript for front end. And I mean, I'm pretty fluent in HTML and CSS, but like the hardest thing for me to like actually learn and get things done is like Ruby and JavaScript. That's where you actually get shit done. Okay. What if I just do this? What if I just do this? Like it's kind of cheaty, but I guess the alternative would be to do this. Boing. I mean, that kind of works. Like, this is not too steep. Yeah, let's deal with that. We already have, like, everything we need in here anyways. One thing I might want to do is just copy a few of these trees to, like, make this look a little bit less menacing, this like giant wall. Also, these bushes are kind of floating up in the air. A lot of good things happen by accident. I just see this when I was doing my vineyard. Are you the one who posted the vineyard screenshots on the Discord server? Those look great, dude. If that was you. If not, they didn't look great. No, they actually look very pretty. I was going to give you some feedback if that was actually you, but I just didn't have time. I want to add extra notes to this Jersey berry. Not the Jersey berry, the guardrails. I wonder, where's the actual segment? Oh, here's a node, or here's a thing. Wait, why? Okay. I don't know why I'm unable to select this node. So maybe now I can add a node. There we go, great. So with that node in place, I can just click here, delete that, bring this back over here. Bring that back. Now this guardrail is facing the other way, but I hate it when that happens. See if I can reverse it. Yep, there we go. Sweet. Yeah, actually, the one piece of feedback that I was gonna give you is, I'm glad that's yours. Is on the, you have, I think the last screenshot that you posted, there's like a river. And actually, it's one of the things that I wanted to do here. I think it helps a lot if you have like a bit of a sandbank or like or rocks on the shoreline. It would just make it look, because if you have grass immediately on the water, this is kind of what I'm thinking. Like if you transition between the water and the grass with like a little bit of sand or rocks, that's just it's gonna look great, man. Give it a shot. But other than that, it looked fantastic. By the way, a lot of people are posting screenshots on my brand new, relatively new Discord server. So if you want to get some feedback on your screenshots, you can. That's one place to do it. All right. Do we have like a proper gate? Yes. Let's put this in here. Call it a day. Actually, what about this one? All of these gates are open all the time. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Yes, I forgot I had these. So I guess we can extend this a bit further and do this. It's kind of like sinking a little bit, but it's okay. This is clearly not used as much. Can I have some like concrete columns for this to look like it has some kind of structural support? Something like that. Maybe even here. Now that's looking marginally better. We have a chunk of grass kind of growing from within here. Can we do anything about that? Yeah, just nudge it slightly. In fact, we can pull this a little bit further back. That way trucks can get in, no problem. So here we can have all kinds of crazy things. And if we can get tire marks right in here. And even coming in through here. There we go. Very subtle things, like very few minor details, but look, this looks like a massive gate. I love it. I can't believe this worked out. So we have an issue here with the fence that kind of ends there. Yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna, or if I'm going to bother with this. I guess I could just do something like this. And sort of call it a day. Have this fence sort of like coming out like so. In fact, I can just get rid of this one. Bring this, actually even this pillar and this fence. And have it come like that. And I can even add an extra pillar like so, kind of holding that in place. In fact, I can add a second one right here at the bottom so that it looks like it's, you know, again, has some kind of structural support. Yeah, that looks looks nice. That looks guy. And I'm not too sure. Oh, this is like a giant piece of, yeah, let's get rid of this one. And I think I want to keep this one here, but I'm going to cover it with ploppable grass. So that this looks slightly better. There we go. So bridge that gap there, and let's go back in here, get a triangle shape to match that. And that way we just have grass right up against this edge. Let's get another one to cover everything else. And that, I mean, that looks awesome. I love how this looks. Whatever's under the bush. Use PO. Yeah, I could use PO, but like PO and surfaces, it's just like a nightmare, honestly. I've used, this is a PO building, by the way, but I've used PO for surfaces, and it just takes a lot of trial and error, and I didn't want to bother with that, honestly. But this is awesome, and you know what I'm missing here? I'm missing one of these guys here, maybe another one here. We have our lights. We kind of have everything in place. Dude, we added a lot of detail in this 2 hours. We built a dock. Here, let me show you everything we did. Starting with this. This is what we first did. We have this whole industrial looking area with the crates and decals and props and AC and these like transformers that are looking pretty nice, if I do say so myself. And if we turn around here, we have EV chargers, ironically, at the power plant here. I need to like fix that. Here, let's fix that real quick. Surface, pavement. Actually, let's do. Now let's do plop pave. Maybe not the big one, but like maybe this size, something like that. I know that crate prop is just going to be there, kind of hidden. Big DW, thank you for the sub. That's awesome. I won't tell you welcome to stream because you were already there and you were already welcome, but I'm thank you for the contribution. Much appreciated. So I can just do that, and now I can grab this guy over here. But at the same time, I want to lower it so it's like a different level. Gives it a bit more detail, you know? Just bring it all the way to here. There we go. That's like a much more improved version. Of course, we have these like glitching benches and crates. I usually don't bother to that level of detail, so just don't tell anyone. Don't go in my videos and add comments saying like, oh, on that one live stream on minute 5:25, he like didn't like make the prop right. Just looks, as long as it looks right from this point of view, I'm fine with it. Anyways, continuing the tour. So this is what we built in the previous stream. We spent a whole bunch of time just doing this one single thing and all of these road markings. So I feel like we did much more on this stream. Yeah, Jarwin, sub hype. Yes, more toasters. We need more toasters in the chat. Oh, I can't even English anymore. We rotated these power lines. Hopefully by the next live stream, I want to get the rest of the power lines and we can start laying them down across the different valleys all the way into the city. I have no idea how I'm going to make that happen, but I'm certainly going to try. In any case, coming down here, we have our little maintenance dock with the two boats kind of like sitting there. This one looks like someone is working on it, just got like a layer of sanding that is ready for paint. and I guess they're fishing too for whatever reason. I mean, this place is like it's like touristy too. I guess we could have some roads sort of meander between the different places. Actually, one thing that I wanted to do is have like a dirt road that kind of comes through here, maybe connects to this to the other side of the dam, and obviously will be fenced out, but that could be something that we can work on in the next live stream. But yeah, so this is kind of what this looks like. Let me show you from this angle. It's looking pretty good, or at least I'm happy with it. And then finally, what we just worked on is this little entrance for, I guess, the big repairs whenever they need to like bring in a truck and maybe put some, I don't know. I'm sure they have like one of those like cranes that goes on rails at the top in here, and then they need to like lower down a transformer and then it's sent it out, or like a turbine, something like that. But yeah, I think I'm ready to say my goodbyes. Thank you so much all for tuning in today. If you want to continue watching Nydal, head over to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/strictoaster. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.